Your ELA lesson for Tuesday, September 29th. You are watching this lesson on haikus because there are no live Zoom lessons today. So once we go through our lesson on haikus, you will then go to Canvas and finish the Canvas assignment to make your own haiku to get credit for attending this Zoom lesson today. So let's go over haikus. So we went over this a little bit yesterday, but today we're just going to focus on haikus themselves. Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. So if you space out the haikus, if you count the syllables, haikus are easy, 5 in the first line, but sometimes they don't make sense, 7 in the second line, and then refrigerator is 5. So our lines go 5, 7, 5, and those are the syllables that you're going to count. So a haiku, a little backstory on it. It is an unrhymed verse of Japanese origin, having 3 lines contained by usually 5, 7, and 5 syllables in each line. The structure of the haiku, 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the last line. So the syllables is where you emphasize like the break in the word. So if we look at haiku, so when you say haiku, it's where it stops. It's basically almost like where the I is, like the vowels, in a sense, kind of where it helps you break it up. So if you look at syllables, if you can count your hand, clap your hands when you do it. So syllables is 3. So those are the syllables that you want to count. So if you're looking for the syllables in each line, you want to make sure that there are 5 syllables. So it's not a super long poem, but you need to break up into a 5-7-5 line structure based on the syllables. So this is the one that they already showed before, and they broke it down so you can see how the haikus are written as 5-7-5. So haikus are easy. So those are the 5. That's kind of when, like, when you're talking, your jaw drops a little bit. That's how you differentiate the syllables. So haikus are easy. 7. The next line is 7, but sometimes they don't make sense. And then 5, refrigerator. So they don't always have to make sense. This one's a little wonky. Of course, you want them to be a little more relevant to each other than just randomly adding a word like refrigerator. So here's an example of one. Refreshing and cool. So if you go refreshing and cool, that's 5 syllables. Love is a sweet summer rain. Love is a sweet summer rain that washes the world. That washes the world. So again, 5, 7, 5 is what you want to work with for haiku. 5, 7, 5. And then they just broke it down here. Refreshing and cool. Love is a sweet summer rain that washes the world. Sand scatters the beach. Waves crash on a sandy shore. Blue water shimmers. Let's go back one. Sand scatters the beach. That's 5. Waves crash on the sandy shore. Blue water shimmers. So when you're reading it, if you can't differentiate the syllables, you want to count, and you can clap your hands. You can say it slowly and try and figure out that way. But you have to make sure it's 5, 7, 5. There's a picture. The purpose of a haiku. The purpose of a haiku is to share a brief moment or event that the reader can bring to life in his or her mind. So if we go back to this one, they talked about the beach. Their whole purpose of the poem was the beach or the ocean, kind of things like that. And then this one talked about love. So you want to kind of make your poem something, it could be about, it could be about anything, but you want it to be not like the very first one where it was this one where I talked about refrigerators in the middle of it. You want them to make sense. So pick a topic that you like, whether it's the ocean or if it's football or, cars. You want to pick something that's relevant to you and make all the lines make sense with the one topic of your poem. Okay, so is this a haiku? Yes or no? It says, I like candy. I think it's dandy. It's good to eat. It's just too sweet. So if you're looking at it, you can already tell that this is not a haiku because there are 4 lines. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. A haiku only has 3 lines. If you couldn't tell just by the structure of it, you could count the syllables. So I like candy is I like candy. That's only 4. I think it's dandy. I think it's dandy. That's 5. It's good to eat. It's good to eat is 4. It's just too sweet. It's just too sweet. Oh, that's 4. So this is not a haiku. So a haiku must have 3 lines, and it must go in a 5-7-5 pattern for the syllables. Okay, is this one a haiku? Leaves with specks of gold gently dance above the earth. The tree is left bare. Leaves with specks of gold. So try that again. Leaves with specks of gold. That's 5. Gently dance above the earth. That's 7. The tree is left bare. The tree is left bare. That's 5. So this is a haiku because it's 3 lines and it goes in a 5-7-5 pattern. Okay. These are not the tasks that you're going to be doing. Let me show you guys. You guys are going to go to this week's Canvas, and you're going to go to ELA Tuesday Haiku Assignment. You're going to click on it, and you are going to submit your own haiku. So you can either write in the little text box or you can upload a file, but you are going to make your own haiku. And this is how you're going to get credit for today's assignment. So after you watch the video, once you're done with this video, you're going to go onto Canvas and you're going to make your own haiku and you're going to submit it, and that's how you'll get credit for today.